My name is Matt Malero, and I am the writer, creator of 12 Ounce Mouse.
What song was that?
Because it totally rocks.
It's called F Off to you. So take a hint.
This seems like the most handmade show ever created. Like you're literally just I run to the printer and pull out paper from the cassette and run to the editing room. I draw stuff, we scan it in, we throw it right into the computer, and then John Breston makes it move.
My name is Adam Reed, and I play Shark.
Set up the cameras. No, the 50 millimeter. Yes, the only ones we have, the hidden ones.
No bones, just the cartilage.
I'm still looking at you not setting up the cameras.
He's a taskmaster.
How long do you think I'll be watching you not do what I told you to do?
I'm Bonnie Rosemary, and I don't know what the name of my character is.
I would rather play catch all day than work at that diner with the food.
My name is Kurt Socklich, and I am the voice of the rectangular businessman.
What do you want?
I have an appointment at Cheese Industries.
So?
He is limbless, wears glasses, though doesn't seem to have any eyes, and he's quite reserved.
Are we here? Because I have an important business meeting.
My name's Matt Harrigan, and I,
Oh, it's you.
my character's name is Liquor. He runs a liquor store and he receives mail.
I have an idea, and it's a good one.
Tell me.
Go outside, stand in the road. Every time you see a car, flip it off.
Yes, my name is Melissa Warnberg.
Excuse me. Excuse me, sir?
And I do a voice of, I don't know actually my character's name.
You can't park that tank here.
Girl with green shoes.
Sir? Sir? Excuse me? You can't park that tank here. Excuse me, sir? You can't park that tank here. Excuse me. You can't park that tank here.
My name is Nick Ingatanawat, and I am the production assistant for 12 Ounce Mouse, and I'm the voice of the eyeball.
I hungry.
Good. That means you're leaving.
I'm kind of useless right now.
My name is Nick Weidenfeld. I play the stoned cop, Peanut. I play the Peanut cop, stoned Peanut cop.
Everybody, don't move. Stop moving around so much. Around.
I didn't even know what it was. It was a cop that says you're under arrest. And sort of I'm learning a lot more, like maybe, I'm not a bad guy, but I'm not a good guy. I mean, I will stick things up. I mean, I'm high all the time. I'm really self-serving.
Everybody? Where'd you go? Be surprised.
My name is Vishal Roney, and I play Golden Joe on 12 Ounce Mouse.
So, yo, the Mo. What, is that like short for mouse? Then yeah.
I'm also the line producer. Golden Joe is actually, he was inspired by, if you remember Lenny from Good Times, remember Lenny? It's Lenny! If you ain't got Lenny, you ain't got any.
Man, let's roll from here, man! Let's go out later.
I'm Craig Harton from Radical Axis. I'm the animation supervisor there for several of the Adult Swim shows, including 12 Ounce Mouse.
No way.
I'm Jay Edwards, and I'm an editor that occasionally works on 12 Ounce Mouse.
My name is John Breston, and I'm editor-producer for the show.
Michael Kohler, my affiliation with it. Michael Kohler, and my affiliation is I'm the audio guy, the audio engineer.
My name is Todd Redner, and I am the animator on 12 Ounce Mouse. Work at Radical Axis, and have a lot of fun doing it.
Nick Day. I help build the set that you see in the intro and outro, and I think I might have recorded a couple things here and there.
That's a good question.
I think there's a mouse. I'm not really sure.
Your guess is as good as mine.
It is about this mouse named Fitzgerald who lives in a town, and he
struggles with his life and covers over a lot of his emotions with drinking.
It's about a drunk mouse who gets assignments from a shark.
I don't know.
I've told you everything.
12-Ounce Mouse is a story of a little green guy who just trying to catch a break in the world.
That's a really good question. I don't know. A drunk mouse. It's it's highly entertaining, but I don't know that it actually has a true plot.
You need to ask Matt about that one. Did you asked him already? What did he say?
I think Jay Edwards said it best when he said it's
a massive conspiracy of some kind.
The most desolate, self-serving world where it's just about one guy who just, all he wants to do is get drunk and do his thing.
I don't really know.
Who are you?
It's about Mouse and his buddies and getting drunk.
12-Ounce Mouse is basically the world through the eyes of a drunk mouse.
You know, he's not as drunk all the time as everybody thinks he is. He's really, most of the time he's not drunk, but he does like to drink, and he does have this uncaring attitude about him.
Hey, I'm Tom Fuller, production assistant on 12-Ounce Mouse.
I'm Brad Zimmerman. I'm the senior editor at Radical Axis Animation Studio.
My name is Pierre Michel Serrato, and I'm an editor, compositor, animator.
My name is Ted Murphy. I'm an editor for 12-Ounce Mouse.
Hello, my name is Lear Bunda. I am an integral contributing editor on the show 12-Ounce Mouse. I was part of episodes 17 and 18, and I did about 2 to 4 seconds of video.
Easily the most difficult thing an editor can possibly do.
You know, there will be points where there's literally 1,000 layers of video. I mean, those characters are huge. We're talking thousands of layers here.
It's like puppeting, but it's so weird because like it's just moving these little clips around and just doing like little simple gestures, but it's really incredible that the characters are so simple, but the story is so deep that you don't really need that much as far as animation goes because it's just portrayed so well in the writing and just like the editing style of the show is great.
Those are some dark times, but we're not going to go into that.
John started at the beginning as an editor on this, and where it went at the very end, and where people's creativity went, where the bar kept getting raised by everybody else. I remember sitting around with Ted and John one night drinking, and it's like, John's looking at me, he's like, "You raised the bar, dude. Here we go."
After working on a couple of them, you come to realize that the charm of the show and like the limitations of Final Cut actually contribute to the aesthetic and like the style of the show. It is like one of the greatest things about it, that it's like working with like 2 hands behind your back and you're like clanging on a keyboard with your foot and you're trying to make it look really good because that's all you got to work with.
A lot of scenes in there that took more than just a 2-man conversation, and it became kind of something really fun to mold. You got more precious with it, and you began to care about the final product.
It just unlocks a part of your brain that lets you think in a certain way as far as editing goes.
To understand at that moment that the editor is doing all the animation, all the compositing, all the editing, sound design, and on and so forth, at least for preliminary aspects. It's the one-man band, you got your cymbals up here, you're compositing over here, and you're animating down here, you're editing, there with that. And it's the most fun, easily the most fun I've ever had as an editor.
It was a little difficult for me to learn the drawing style for Mouse. I mean, I know you look at it and, a lot of people think like, what, are they drunk when they draw that? And while we may be, or at least I know I am, there's still a certain aesthetic in the design that you have to follow, not so much with scribbly pencil lines.
Mm-hmm. If it took me longer than 10 minutes, I'd just crumple it up and start over.
You look at the taxi in 12-Ounce Mouse, you know it's a taxi, but it doesn't look like any taxi you've ever seen anywhere.
It was probably the best job to come into because Matt would come in, hand me a script, and then give me guitar notes.
It's absolutely insane, and it does look simple. It's deceivingly simple.
And it's just been a fun experience overall.
Well, there was the seed, and then we grew the tree. So we watered it with booze and nicotine.
Do you want me to say, like, am I talking to you, or am I are you gonna be heard on this, or am I talking to
Pretend like I'm not Matt.
Hmm?
Pretend like I'm not Matt.
Right.
So you can
Yeah.
you can talk about me in the third
Yeah.
person.
Although it is me.
Okay.